you go. Oh, you know how I've been.
Let's go to y'all. I am back with another video. I know this background is different, and that's because I can't find my battery charger for my camera, but I know that I have to post, and whether or not it's on my camera or my phone, in my room or in the basement, content is content. So today I am getting ready to go out. My ex-roommate is from China, and she doesn't really get to see anything outside of downtown, and I had offered to just, you know, take her around outside of Chicago just to see what it's like. And then I will be going on a date with my bookie to the Cheesecake Factory. So I gotta get ready. While I get ready, I want to talk about 5 things that I wish I knew in high school. And while I say those 5 things, I will be doing my makeup. Let's get into it. Number 1 of what I wish I had knew in high school. Do not overcommit to anybody. You know, if you're attracted to boys, don't commit to any boy, because these boys ain't nothing. You like girls, these girls ain't nothing. And what I had to learn was that a lot of stuff that you do in high school don't really matter after you graduate. A lot of things. And it's another point I have with that later on down this list. I spent a lot of my high school years like overly worried about these dudes and thinking about marriage and shit. Like, what the fuck, girl? You're 15. Why are we thinking about marriage? And then not only that, because I would overcommit, I would prioritize things that I shouldn't have been prioritizing as a teenager, and prioritizing feelings over my own, because I didn't really, you know, as a high schooler, I didn't really know like how to prioritize my own feelings because I was still learning about myself. I was pouring into other people other than myself. That looks horrible. Okay, I'm gonna start that over. Hold on, wait. I would neglect my own feelings over some nigga. And I feel like because I was also very, very boy crazy in high school, I just was too focused on them other than myself. A lot of things that I could have been doing, I wasn't doing. It also ended up getting my feelings hurt. I was way too invested. I would be crying like every week. I was crying over somebody. And not only that, but I was dating back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Even after high school, I was still dating back to back. I never really gave myself time to learn about myself. So I'm kind of still learning about myself now at 22. So yeah, that's number 1. It's not my favorite step, but you know what? It might look better as I go. Number 2. Like I said, a lot of stuff in high school does not matter. I avoided a lot of fights. I'm not condoning fighting by any means, but if you are in the moment where you have to defend yourself, defend yourself. Because in middle school, I had a Washington, D.C. trip. And I ended up getting into this altercation with the girl. And I didn't defend myself because the school had said if we get into a fight, we will be suspended and we cannot go to Washington, D.C. And that includes defending yourself. So if I were to fight back, I would have gotten in trouble. And I let myself get beat up. Now, that's middle school. So especially in middle school, nothing matters after that point. Now, granted, I knew that if I had got suspended, I would have like wasted all the money that my grandparents had spent on Washington, D.C. But, which is why I didn't do it. But if you just find yourself like every day, like it's just another day, and someone's beating you up, fight back. I don't care. That suspension stuff does not matter after high school if it was for good reason. As long as you're not a bad kid and you're not just like causing havoc in the school, I personally think it's fine. By all means, I could have me. And then also with friends too. A lot of your friends do not last after high school. And when I heard that, I thought people were just making up stuff. I didn't believe it. I thought my situation was different. And, you know, doing makeup is really hard when you're trying to talk. Example B. Or A. No, B. Please. I thought that my situation was different when people would like say like, oh, your friends don't last after high school, I really thought that I was like some special case or something. I only talked to about maybe 2 people consistently. A lot of the stuff in high school that you encounter don't really matter in your adult life. It was a lot of things that I wish I would have did in high school. Number 3, join a club. The only club I joined was our club. And that wasn't anything really. I didn't join any other club. I didn't have any other interests except art. And that really messed me up. And this kind of like goes into my next point. But join a club. A lot of the reasons why I didn't join a club is because I was scared, or because I thought I wouldn't have time, or I just didn't even bother. But it's a lot of things in high school that I wish I had experienced that I can't experience no more. So that's a pretty short one. Just join a club. I wish I knew to join a club. Number 4, do not go to college unless you absolutely want to. I don't care I don't care if your parents want you to go. I don't care if your teachers want you to go. Do not go unless you absolutely want to, because you will be spending 4 years in a place that you don't actually want to be in, and you will spend a lot of money. And I had to learn the hard way. Yeah. And because I didn't do anything except art club, I didn't explore nothing else. And even besides clubs, I didn't explore anything else except art as an occupation. I didn't learn how to dance. I didn't learn how to sing. I didn't learn how to do any trade skills. I didn't learn how to code, none of that. I was just so hyper fixated on art, and that messed me up because I ended up going to school for something that was simply just a hobby. Do not go to school unless you're sure you want to go. And if you do end up going to college and you don't want to be there, do not wait until 3 years like I did to figure it out. And this has to be something that you're absolutely sure on. You have to really think to yourself, is this something I really want to do? Am I doing this for myself, or am I doing this for other people? Am I doing this for myself, or am I doing it to get have a status? Go if you really want to go. And I think honestly, for stuff like dance, illustration, things like that, I feel like it's kind of pointless. If you want to be a doctor, a dentist, a lawyer, stuff like that, then I would say go. But dance, illustration, with all resources that we have in the palm of our hands, I think it's pointless. But if you do it, make sure you're doing it for you and that you really want to go. And I would also suggest, if you do that, sign up for as many scholarships, grants as you can. Try not to spend anything out of pocket. So I would also say, do your best in school so that you can get full ride scholarships, anything like that. So yeah, that's my biggest one. Number 5, save money. If you have a job, I started working when I was 15, 16 years old. If you have a job, I would definitely say if you get some money, your little check, go to the mall, buy yourself something so you can have something for yourself, and it's with the money that you got. You earned it. But I will also say, because you're in high school, you have a lot of options of what you can use that money for. Save some of that. Save it, put it away. Don't touch it, and just save as much as you can so that you have some either when you go to college or after you graduate. It's just nice to have. This is just a short little video, something to post. So I didn't even get to finish. I'm actually kind of rushing because I had to go pick up my ex-roommate, and I didn't really I always do this. I didn't really manage my time like I should. So I'm kind of unfinished. Oh well. I might even take a picture of the results. I don't know. But I just needed something to post. But I hope that this little filler video kind of helped you, made you rethink some things. I don't know. Just something I would like to share. If you like this video, make sure you give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Y'all, now that I came back a whole ass fiance. What? Hold on. Let's roll the clip.
Symphony, before you, I was a loner, keeping to myself. Afraid to ever get hurt again. Afraid to open my heart. Afraid to be vulnerable. Avoiding everybody that could possibly be a love interest, but not you. I love you with all my heart and being. You changed the entire trajectory of my emotional state. You made me believe in love again. You showed me that I can truly trust you, and I feel safe emotionally knowing you have my heart. You are caring, thoughtful, loyal, honest, vulnerable, nurturing, loving, intelligent, and beautiful. Inside out. Exactly what I've been looking for. The whole time we weren't talking and we fell out for that small amount of time, I realized I understood No There by Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks on a whole new level. No matter where I was, who I was with, what time of day it was, or what I was listening to, or what I was watching, all I could think about was you, my symphony. I knew from that amazing day in Chipotle that you were special. The chocolate woman who sat across from me with the locks that draped down her shoulders. You had been an open book from the beginning. Every day that I wake up, I thank God for blessing me with you. And I predicted on July 16, 2020, that my wife's name would start with an S, and I happen to meet you in early 2023. If that's not divine intervention and insight, I don't know what is. I used to think about my future in every imagination. I was alone. But now I can't even imagine or formulate a picture in my mind about the future without you in it. As my wife, as a mother of my children, a partner, and as my symphony. So baby, could you please make me the most blessed, favorite, happy, thankful man in the universe? Symphony, will you marry me? Will you marry me?